Hello and welcome back. We are here once again playing the Island of the Wake as we are pushing through, trying to get ourselves to the radio tower, see if we can get some support getting to those coal mines.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
They are. I'm surprised that there's no crouch button. So this is going to be fun because we can't shoot anybody, but they're teaching us the value of flashbangs, which, again, as someone who's already played, I very much know how important flashbangs are. They are a lot of fun. Also, last episode I was talking about voice acting, and I think I want to kind of clean up the way I speak, in the sense of, I think I have a chance, like, because a lot of the things I've seen from voice actors is that there's not a lot of accent work. I mean, there is some, of course, but typically you're going to be doing your standard voice. So, and I know my standard voice is not the smoothest, but it's something I can definitely work on, because if I really try, I can get the sound better. Like, let me see, I think just kind of pulling down from like a lower tone and just being a little bit more careful, I can already go ahead and sound a bit better, speaking through my chest, not through my throats. But at the same time, it's something that I have to constantly work at, and I think that's why I would need to kind of get practice, set up a voice demo, just to be like, hey, I can speak like this, although this is my normal speaking voice. Because again, I do kind of speak a little bit from the back of my throat, which is something I need to work on, because the lower you go, the more bass that you're going to get, at least for a man. Can't really speak for women, because I haven't studied women getting into voice acting, just because I don't really have that apply to me at this point. It's not like I'm dating a girl, or I have friends that I know of that are women that want to get into voice acting. Maybe I do, and I'm not realizing it yet, but you never know. Things can change as time goes on, but yeah, currently at this time, I do think that down the line I would like to kind of go ahead and get that kind of at least road, how do I put it? I at least want to, not have it be full of dirt, maybe gravel, kind of work on that road a little bit. Because if I could become a voice actor, that would be phenomenal. I think that would be a lot of fun for me, just because I've heard a lot of, like, quote-unquote origin stories from voice actors, and with the way that people just kind of, like Nolan North, where just kind of making random noises and stuff and goofing around, that's something that I grew up doing. So it's something that very much to me just kind of is like, oh yeah, that's almost second nature. But I know it's not second nature for everybody, and it's one of those things where, like, given it in a different area, oh crap, well, we're just gonna have to toss it. Did I not? There we go. And I know that I talked to an old coworker of mine, and he said that just setting up like a voice demo is about 3,500, which I don't have. I may have talked about this before, but it's 3,500. I don't have 3,500, but again, that's something I would really like to do if the opportunity ever came up, like especially in a Remedy game. Like, I would probably do that for free if that's how much I love Remedy, that I'd be like, oh, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Get it as we get those shadows. I know, I'm not the funniest person around, and that's okay, because I'm working on it. Just like everything, you should always be a work in progress, but I feel like I repeat myself a little bit, and that's because a lot of life is not going on right now, meaning a lot of the same things happen over and over again to me. And I think, like, once I get a job, maybe like a girlfriend, just start like working on like group I died from that? Really? Yeah, I think once I get like more group projects, a job, girlfriend, life just kind of starts happening to me, I'll be having more to talk about, so episodes won't feel as stale. Just when talking about kind of like what's going on in life. Because, I mean, I can do live commentary a little bit. I know that it's one of those things where it's the easiest thing to do. And that has been a decent amount of what I've been doing, but also I know that because so many people can do it, because it's such an easy thing, that I kind of get my voice lost. So I also have to figure out some stuff that's going to make me unique. But again, I'm not worried about becoming a content creator. I know I've mentioned that before, but because it's one of those things where I purely want to do it up until there's no reason for me to do it anymore. So if that means I'm busy being in the game industry, that's fine. Or if I get a job as a voice actor, that's fine. Or, just whatever ends up being the situation. Because this is 100% a hobby for me. And I get why some people go into it wanting it to be a career. I mean, there's a lot of good things. You make your own schedule. You are in charge of yourself. You're your own boss. But yeah, overall, I feel like I wouldn't be satisfied, especially because I went to school and it's like, oh, I went to school and I could just been sitting here making YouTube videos like a long time ago. Like, it doesn't feel that good, because it's like, oh, that's not going to ever cover my finances or my student debt, but it's something. Alright, thank you, Matt Payne, but we're not, or Pat Main.
Everyone calm.
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
We got Bookie again. See, Alan is so much more athletic in our cutscenes than he is in our gameplay, but it's not too much of a suspense. You know what I'm talking about? Suspension of belief. I think that's.
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for leaving that boat with a sudden stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way of the mine.
Yep. And we got a train in the distance. I honestly don't remember if the train has any significance. It might be. Again, it's been a while since I played. I've been doing a lot of other things, or at least trying to. So, but yeah, one thing that I would also like to go ahead and do is, oh, we're getting a call from Mississippi right now, because yes, I know all the people in Mississippi. Gosh, I just hate spam callers, Just like, what's the point? And there we go. Come on. You kidding me?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for leaving that boat with a sudden stop.
I love how
I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going.
Nightingale just keeps calling you like random authors. It's just like one of those nice little bits where it's like, if you had someone who is kind of an intellectual who is like really pissed off at a writer, I can definitely see that as kind of like in a sense, a demeaning way of like getting to them, being like, oh yeah, like all these greater authors that you're not. We're just gonna toss that right now. What? Come on. You gotta do me a better sell than that. There we go. So we got a little bit of light going on. We're going to pick up another flare. The one thing I don't like is that both flares and the flashbang are... Oh, but we got a gun, so we're all good. So we got a flare, a gun. And now we just need to keep our wits about us. And see, the giant dude was there before, and now he's not there. I don't know if I killed him, like, almost on spawn, or if he just didn't spawn this time. Also, I like how I was watching a video, and they were talking about how Alan can't quick reload, but it's like, if you can't quick reload, you're kind of an idiot. It was for a D&D build, actually. And that's one thing that I've kind of considered doing for the channel, and I realized that first it would feel out of place unless I'm just going for a general gaming channel, but also, like, personally, I'm getting kind of sick of D&D. More so in the sense of it mechanically. Like, I love role-playing. I think it's a lot of fun. I am a dungeon master, although not as of this moment. Just because I needed some time to kind of reorganize life. And same with my players. Darkness controls the Taken. And so, with that... Oh my god. It's one of those things where I would like to move on to another system. I think D&D 5e is very disappointing, and it doesn't look like 1 or what were we calling 6th edition? I can't remember. Okay. Okay, back up. Are you kidding me? I don't remember the flashbangs taking nearly this long prior. And he's going to come down, and we're just going to go ahead and look you right in the ugly face, blow your brains out. Come on. Oh, there was another revolver? Damn it, that's really bad aim, but also with how overwhelmed I'm getting. Yeah, perhaps I did play on easy, which I don't feel like I would have, but I definitely don't remember this being so difficult. Oh. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to focus so I don't die again, which I felt was kind of BS, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as good as I thought I was. Which could be the case, but also I don't want to admit that's not the case. Because why go around talking about like one of your favorite games and then just like being like, oh yeah, it's my favorite game, I'm just like absolute dog shit at it. Like, huh, so we can get up here for no good reason, because it's going to hurt us going down. Yes, your game, you're telling me things I've already learned. There we go. I'm not worried about the batteries, I'm worried about the ammo. Come on. In case you couldn't hear that, I was spamming. And it looks like there's a page up there, so we're gonna go grab that page real quick. But yeah, what was I actually talking about? I can't really remember. Something about... The last thing I remember was talking about... Oh yeah, just content on my channel and D&D. Yeah, at some point I would probably like to try... I tried Pathfinder. I didn't really have a good environment to learn because we were online bi-weekly with a whole bunch of people that didn't know how to play. I mean, no offense to the guys that I was playing with. They're my boys, but... It's one of those things where it's really difficult to learn the system when everyone's learning the system at the same time and you're so distant, so you can't be like, all right, like let's crack out the rule book and like take a look and see how this works. And there's a part of me that would love to make my own tabletop, for sure. I have some ideas for it already, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Again, and I don't want to play the D&D game because it's god-awful. Not god-awful, it's bad.
Most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. It's something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell.
condition had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the car. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Yeah, and there's some actual like lore stuff that actually develops and like right there that if you don't know going in, like because I kind of have prior knowledge, I know what that was building towards, but the game just does so much foreshadowing, and I love. Again, it's one of the reasons why Remedy is such my favorite developer. Just they are so crazy on top of everything. And there's so many minute details that your first, second, or even more times through, you're not going to catch. Oh, come on. And not until they're broken down, and then once they're broken down for you, you're like, oh my god, that was like there the entire time? Alright, let's see. We're going to go ahead and just run over. Because now that he's back there, kind of. We already went back there, so I'm guessing that was pointing in there. Yeah, but again, like I said prior, it's one of the this company got me into like truly love writing and made it want to be like my career focal point. So hopefully I can end up. I don't expect to work at Remedy, especially because they're not U.S. based. They are in.
See a railroad vehicle in a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from them.
Yeah, and just I don't think I would do well kind of overseas. But I would love to do something equal to. But if I ever got a chance to work with them or for them, like that was like a feasible thing, I would take it. I'm just saying that's not likely given my situation right now. There goes the train. And also, while I have a second, because again, I forgot to time myself. Alright, we're still good for a couple more minutes. I really have to keep my watch set.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger. It was taking over everything in its path.
Ha, joke's on you. Oh yeah, I forgot about this mechanic. You have to be so careful in this game. Yeah, I definitely was not planning on reading them because I only remember like one or two items here. So we gotta be very careful when it comes to just multitasking at this time. And I think we can actually, yeah. The one thing that's kind of nice is you can manipulate the objects to hit each other. So then, therefore, it's not as difficult. Oh god. Jesus. That scared me because I was not expecting that from the back. Oh, come on. What hit me that time? You know what? We're just going to make a run for it because we see the light. There's light up there. I need light. I'm dying. Alright, let's go ahead. Alan is schlumping his way over. And we'll probably...
Just starting to get interested in writing. Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess everything. And it was getting closer.
And then we got heavy duty flashlight, which is a lot nicer. And with us getting the heavy duty light, I think that's actually where we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap up this episode just because I got some stuff I got to take care of outside of recording today. So if you were able to get through all my ramblings, as per usual, I greatly appreciate it. Make sure that you are going ahead and just enjoying yourself. Again, people who aren't enjoying themselves aren't watching this. But I will go ahead and I will talk to you all next time.